She mad at us?
What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to the Week 14 Waiver Wire Show. It is your host, the Shepard, joined by your other host, the Commissioner Rhino. We got a fantastic show in store. We'll definitely touch up on the game last night because it's very relevant, very extremely fantasy relevant. Of course, we're gonna go through the waivers because I got some nice waivers here. I put down some names, and then after putting down like 4 names, I could have just wrote just add the handcuffs.
Yeah.
But no, there's one dude in particular, and I could flash him right now. As a matter of fact, while we discuss last night's game. There's one dude here, in fact, that is not necessarily he's not your quote unquote prototypical handcuff. This would be like an addition to your roster. You're not handcuffing Sincere McCormick, or you're not handcuffing Alexander Madison with Sincere McCormick at this time. We'll talk about him. We'll talk about him a little bit later, or of course we'll address him with any of your questions, of course, goats. And what was the last thing we wanted to do, Rhino? Oh, well, I guess it's take all your goats questions. Yeah, we got a big week 14. For most of us, most goats, we're just about clinched, and you'll know if you're clinched. Most leagues, you get the little asterisk next to your team name or by your number, but where you are in the seed. 2, if you don't have one of those, let's not panic. You could kind of do some simple arithmetic or some basic, order of operation. Take a look at the scoring, your total scoring for the season versus the teams that are above you, below you. Not too many teams above you, hopefully. But you could more or less see by the record, and then where it gets a little bit tricky is if you are in fact on that fringe, if you are like around that 5 or that 6 seed, with above 500 record, like 7-6 or even 6-7, trying to get to 500 net this week, and that could very well get you the 6 seed. That's where it gets a little bit tricky. That's where you may have to, then take a look at the matchups, right? Who the hell else is playing in the league? More so than not, right, Rhino? More so than not, you'll get 2 teams, right? That wind up canceling one out.
Yep.
Oh my God, that's so common. Actually, that's so common. You see it. I see it almost every season that I've been playing. I've been playing for a long time. Depending on how many teams make the playoffs, I've only played the majority of the fantasy leagues that I do play in are at the minimum of 12, so it would be 6 that go in. You could tell, sometimes it's at 8 that could wind up creeping up 2 spots to the 6. Again, it's very doable. It all depends on how the rest of your league is shaken out at this point. All right, folks. Last night there was a game. It's Monday night.
There was a game.
It's Monday Night Football. Of course, it was a game. I'm not going to look at the comments yet. I just want to talk about this. We'll do it as briefly as possible. Denver Broncos coming in, they're doing well. Cleveland Browns, on the other hand, better.
Yeah.
Since Jameis has started for them, they have been doing better. There's more pass volume. Okay. Nick Chubb returned a handful of weeks ago. He's finally kind of sort of getting going. And then, so you have both these teams, right? Monday Night Football in the Mile High. And one Jerry Jeudy, who's now on the Cleveland Browns, returns to the team that drafted him. Denver also happens to have this all-pro all worldly at this point, stud, star, cornerback, defensive back, right?
Did you see the breakdown last night of that?
Ugh, all right. So, all right, fine. Because I've been saying it. If you've been listening to us for 14 weeks now, 13 weeks, I've been saying I'm not so concerned with defensive back shadowing like star corners. It really shouldn't affect too much the outcome of winning a one-on-one matchup. Really, the wide receiver has ample enough talent. So does the defensive back. That's besides the point. Nevertheless, it never really got me. It never really concerned me. B, on the other hand, not all defensive backs take the actual wide receiver one-on-one the entire time. Right. They don't. I mean, yes, they call it the quote-unquote shadow because they follow the wide receiver all over the place. But most teams
don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore, and they don't do. And if they do it, they don't do it for a full game.
Mm-mm.
All right,
it's a shame.
All right. So it was the first few plays of the game, right? Jerry Jeudy got a 40-yard reception.
First play of the game was a 44-yard.
What was it? The first play? I said third play.
Well,
it
was first play of the game.
It was right off the bat, and I said to myself, "My Lord."
Oh, shit.
I said to myself, this is going to go one or two ways. Either this is going to be absolutely astronomical, or this will be the only play of the game, fam.
Yeah.
So it's going to be it's both ends of the spectrum. It wound up being my first thought. And they tuned them up. They tuned them up, the Broncos. For what did he have? He had over
253 yards receiving. If you add the one that was overthrown, he would had close to 300 yards receiving in one freaking game.
But the $1 million question here is that we're all asking ourselves after the game, okay, and then even still today, but no, maybe some of those answers have came in at this time, but still, for fantasy purposes, if you've got this guy, this wide receiver who just seemingly continues to get open, or why is he being left open, or why is there so much damn space all around him with so much open field and nothing around him, so much so much real estate you could have built condos on the field. Why wouldn't then the adjustment be made? There was none of that. There was no adjustment. There was no
the fourth quarter. Almost towards the end of the fourth quarter.
And only for a snap or two.
And then they put help with him. They left poor Levi Wallace, who's probably having nightmares right now of
didn't matter.
Beauty.
It did.
Horrible defensive play calling.
At that point, the game is it's already at that shootout situation. It's already whoever could get the last stop, the last defensive stand. It's not like the Broncos, played that well offensively. They had a couple of big plays there. The rushing game we could talk about is also, or the non-existent rushing game.
Well, it got a little bit existent towards the end,
except for Jaleel McLaughlin, who again, based on the way that the game script went, based on all that circumstance, that was yes, he happened to have had a pretty decent game. Nevertheless, though, why the adjustment wasn't made at halftime is beyond me. Okay, we've had enough. We've seen enough. You even got Troy Aikman saying that it was enough is enough. And Jerry Jeudy, folks, wind up having a game for the ages for himself. Not a game for the ages in terms of players, in terms of fantasy, stud wide receivers. I'm telling you this. He is not that.
No, he's not.
He is not him, so to speak. He's not Jamar Chase. He's Jag.
right?
He's no Chad Ochocinco, who played for the same team. He's not him.
Nope.
There was a serious breakdown in terms of like the defensive game plan, where like and without any adjustment moving forward, in-game adjustment. You got
if I remember seeing the stat right, I think when Surtain was on him, he had like 20 yards receiving yards.
You've got this one, like I said, you got this one dude who happens to be a Pro Bowl defensive back. His father was a Pro Bowl defensive back. That's how you know the kid's good, and he is good. By all statistical measurements for defensive backs, he's one of the best in the league. And on the other hand, you've got this Burger. All right, fine. You want look. It wouldn't have surprised me if it wouldn't have surprised me, Rhino, if he would have gotten the touchdown for 85 yards on 5 catches. Great revenge game.
Yeah.
But who's the other defensive back? Like their game plan just broke down, and the Brown.
Levi Wallace was one of the primary
and the Browns just exploited it. They exploited it. Now, I mean, like if you're the Denver Broncos, and if your job or if you went in last night prior to the game saying, you know what, guys, we really want to stop the run. We don't want to let them run on us. Well, they succeeded in doing that, but like, what happened to the rest of it? Well, like Jameis Winston's going to throw the ball all over the place.
Well, and even after the very first play of 44 yards, they should have made an adjustment and bring the safety over the top to help Levi Wallace, because that was a sure sign right there. I was like, holy shit, this dude's in for a very long night.
There was no adjustment made at all.
None.
But again, look, I mean, we like to say here, Goats, that we've been playing fantasy for a long time. That was going to be our that's going to be our calling card, that we are experienced fantasy football players, that we've been around the game long enough where we know how to win in the game. Okay, so we're not Matthew Berry, Rhino's not Dave Richards. All right, we are not at the height of fantasy football analysts.
Or probably
nobody was starting Jerry Jeudy last night. All right, 33%. I checked. 33% started Jerry Jeudy. But that's across freaking all fantasy leagues. So that's not a good number. That's not a good number. So again, if we had look, I mean, as much as this sounded like a big mea culpa, right? If that's the right word, like if this is
man.
If this is coming across like a defensive segment of like, we're telling everybody, we told many of you to sit Jerry Jeudy.
Yep.
I think the process was correct. Even if he would have been held to normal standards, normal check standards, his normal projection, his normal average, it would have been, you know what? He got his.
Yep.
He's not Patrick Surtain, as good as he is, doesn't mean he's infallible either. He can't, it can happen.
But generally doesn't.
It generally
that's why he's in he's up for one of the people for NFL Defensive Player of the Year, is because he is that good.
He's very good. And again, Denver came in as a unit. Their unit, very good. The Browns went into Mile High, and decided to pass it all over the yard, which, again, that part didn't surprise me. But how open he was. Again, this wasn't like Jerry Jeudy going up for the ball while being completely smothered Or wasn't Jerry Judy juking guys and making them miss and shredding tackles? There was nothing around him for several plays, including the huge one, including the touchdown.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I'm getting upset. Tyler Goat, Derek Goat. I don't want to get upset.
Breathe. Namaste.
Namaste is fine. I like that. Namaste. I mean, so with guys waivers, I mean, look, we need to get your cuffs. That's for sure. I'm glad that Tyler's asking about some tight ends. I like some of these dudes. He says Kate Otten. That's what made me laugh like about 30 seconds ago. He's like, Kate Otten stinks. He doesn't stink. He doesn't stink. Just Mike Evans is back.
Yeah.
Mike Evans is back, and maybe Baker's not playing at that highest of high levels that Baker was playing at, again, handful of weeks ago. I mean, and let's not forget the Bucky, just like Derek Buck, Goat.
And plus you throw in Rashid White that's getting the little passes too.
So yeah, it's not that he stinks. It's just
not going to him.
It's that
they're not hurting out at receiver anymore.
You know what it is? It's that market correction.
Yeah.
Plus it's a tight end. Plus that. I do like Juwan Johnson. I think that's sneaky.
I like Juwan Johnson a lot.
I almost added him, Tyler. I almost added him.
7 targets last week against the Rams.
I like Juwan. He's good. From what I've come to know of Juwan Johnson for the last, let's say 5 years, 4 or 5 years, he's going to give you 4 or 5. He's going to give you a handful of really good games. Now, he had a couple of good ones earlier in the year, or at least one really good one. I think like week 2, maybe week 1.
Yeah.
Hey, look, you know who's not playing?
Nope.
And Juwan Johnson's got the Giants. So yeah. I like Derek, actually. I like Derek. Do you like Derek? Some people are going to need quarterbacks, so I know.
Do I like Derek? Oh, yeah, I like Derek Carr. Yeah.
We got a bunch of quarterbacks that are off. Lamar Jackson's off.
A whole lot. Jaden Daniels is gone off.
Jaden Daniels is off.
Off.
Richardson off. I mean, now some of these were, again, in a 1 QB league. Some of these dudes were kind of like, mix and match. Not Lamar, not Jaden for the most part, except for, again, if you drafted Jaden Daniels with a really good quarterback earlier than that, like we know Quincy, well, you don't have a problem. You've got Jaden Daniel. You've got someone like Jalen Hurts, so you don't have to worry about it. But not everybody's in such a situation. They're not. In a 2 QB league, now that's even different. So in a 2 QB league, that's going to be kind of slim pickings. Derek Carr is not bad. Russ, if he's available, get Russ right now.
If you're in a 2 quarterback league, you should have been paying attention to it when you were drafting.
Well, yes, okay, rightfully so. But many people aren't in a 2 QB league. Only like the real absolute nut jobs like ourselves. How do you feel about Eden O'Connell this week? Eden O'Connell, the Raiders are playing who again?
They're playing Tampa Bay.
That's right, Tampa Bay, which could be had. I mean, it's. I don't think I would want Aiden O'Connell under center for me if I needed to get into the playoffs. I don't think that's what I want. I think I feel
if I'm choosing between Levis and Aiden O'Connell, maybe take AOC. But if I'm choosing between Carr, Russ, and AOC, I'm taking Carr. I'm taking Russ, Carr, and then AOC.
Not Levis.
I would take AOC over Levis.
Okay. I would take Levis over AOC, so that's why I kind of left him off. They've got Jack. He
seems to protect the ball a little bit more than Levis. As my wife used to say, 6 of one, half dozen other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I get it. I just I think I would prefer the matchup that Levis has versus AOC, and like again, it's not like it's not a slam dunk. It's not a slam dunk. If I had to go one or the other again, if I was in a real bind, if I'm the Lamar Jackson owner and I don't have another quarterback, it's definitely this type of from left to right. And then if it has to come to Aiden O'Connell, folks, it has to come to Aiden O'Connell. I think you might have members in your league that might be attempting to block you. I don't know every single one of your goats situation. I don't think they are that dire or that make them or break them. I don't, because I believe in the goats. I believe in the work that we've done for 13 plus weeks. And I believe in us and Jonesy and all the rest of our contributors. Nevertheless, that I would feel the safest with Carlos Levis. What's up, my goat? Is that Brandon Cooks? It's not Dalvin. It's not Dalvin, right?
No. Cooks, Parker, Elijah Moore for this week. Flex pick full PPR.
Peter Parker.
I like Parker. But
with who? With who? You like him with who? Mac Jones? Is that who you like him with?
That's what I was going to say. That's the difference, though. I don't know. That's the scary part. Is I don't trust Mac Jones. I mean, he had a good game last week, but was that when? Oh my God! I almost said Tannehill. Trevor Lawrence was playing, or was it a mixture of both?
No, Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know.
No. That was all Mac Jones.
And see, so now you have Cooks against Cincinnati, and that's. But then you have Elijah Moore, and Elijah Moore seems to be the steady Eddie with Cincinnati, which he's with Cleveland. So I'd probably go more Cooks and Parker.
Do you see what I was doing there?
Yeah.
Derek Goat shooting the arrows like Brandon Cook shoots the arrows.
He was getting some looks last week. He actually got a touchdown pass too.
Look, he's back on the field. That relegates Jalen Tolbert.
Yeah, and this is his third week back.
Back to seeing 45% of the snaps.
Yeah, I would go Cooks too. That's the safest one. Plus, it's Cincinnati's defense. Cook could be thrown on. That's evident. If I was quarterback and Sieg was receiver, I could throw freaking for 250 yards.
Let's not chase Elijah Moore either. You know, again, everyone and their grandmother did well last night. Njoku had he bought 50 yards and 2 scores. Elijah Moore went close to 100, if not over 100. Jerry Jeudy had over 200. Let's not chase that. The Steelers and the Browns. I'm not chasing Elijah Moore. I feel a lot better with Brandon Cooks or Peter Parker Washington or Derek Buck.
Yeah,
you know, maybe take a look at some of the other tight ends that are available. I know we played this game week 12. We played this game a little bit week 12, Rhino. It is a Buy-Mageddon, even more importantly for the fact that, again, some folks have to win this game to play next week in most leagues. I don't really like it. You know I don't like it. I know you don't like it. Not many people like it. Some people love it, actually. I don't know why they love it. It's the most unpredictable, volatile position is the tight end or the kicker.
Yeah. Let me ask you a quick question before we go to the next question.
Sure.
If you're a Nick Chubb owner, are you still just plugging them and playing them, or are you thinking twice now?
He's a good flex.
Really?
Yeah. You can flex Nick Chubb. He didn't do bad last night. I mean, again, it's just the
Yeah,
it's just,
touchdown. That's what made him look. That's
yeah.
what made it. That's what made
Yeah,
it good.
that's what
But
saved him.
his rushing, Jerome Ford looks better than him rushing.
Yeah, Jerome Ford isn't that good, to be honest with you. And again, I would.
He looks better than.
I
than
couldn't
Chubb.
honestly, based on what we just saw last night, and based on what we just spoke of 10 minutes ago, I would take that entire game and put it in the garbage can.
Yeah.
I really would. That was such an outlier. I mean, games like that do happen. They happen whether it's prime time. They happen whether it's like London, whatever. Games like that do happen, but we can't go off of them either. Kevin Stefanski was open at halftime and saying, yeah, we're just giving, we're being mindful of Nick Chubb's usage. Came out of the second half and got on the field. Though it's not necessarily anything in terms of injury. Jerome Ford is not. I would play Nick Chubb in the flex if I had to answer your question. If I had to.
If you had to.
Depending on what's my alternative? What's my alternative? If Kraft, I would have had Kraft and Reed, AJ, and Hurts. If Kraft, I would have Tucker Kraft. I get what you're saying now. I get what you're saying, Tyler. Is that too many Packers? Or is that, what are we asking? Is it too many Packers / too many Eagles? If I got Tucker Kraft, I would have Tucker Kraft and Jaden Reed.
Yeah.
And then I would have AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts. It happens. Yeah. Two players on the same team, two players on another same team. I mean, look, you at this point, they're not playing each other, but even if they were, who cares? I mean, this is the way it works. You have to start Jalen Hurts, who playing the Panthers, for crying out loud. You have to start AJ Brown playing the Panthers, for crying out loud. Tucker Kraft's the borderline here.
Yeah.
Is there another tight end out there? That Tucker Kraft's not a bad play. It's just a matter of
his volume isn't the greatest, though.
His volume has decreased. Yeah. His volume has decreased. There are other mouths to feed. I'd be more concerned with the Jaden Reed Tucker Kraft situation than I am with the actual Eagle stack of AJ and Jalen. I'd be more concerned with, okay, do I want two pass catchers on the same team, Tyler Goat? Try to get another tight end if you can.
Yeah.
Drop your last player that you picked up. Unless that's somebody that did well for you last week. Folks, go out and get your handcuffs. Folks, go out and get Anthony Thielen if he's available. Speaking
Would you drop a Doomsday for him?
Yes. I would.
Yeah.
At this point, yeah. I think I would. Doomsday, the way DJ Moore's come on, the way Keenan Allen seems to be.
Came on last, yeah.
Seems to be all right.
Yeah, because Doomsday's hit or miss. Thielen's not gonna be hit or miss. We already know what he is with the.
And it's not necessarily that I think Rome Odunze is like a bad player. It's just again, you got too many mouths to feed there with a rookie quarterback.
But with Thielen, he's a veteran wide receiver, and he's going up against rookies. So you know that Bryce Young's is going to trust the veteran more than he's going to trust the rookies.
Those rookies are playing pretty well.
Yeah, they are. Yes, they are.
You're referring to Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, right? For the Eagles?
No.
Well, what rookies? You mean competing for targets?
Yes.
Oh, well,
for Carolina.
He's not really competing with them anymore.
Exactly.
In my mind, he's not competing. Bryce Young is comfortable and trusts Adam Thielen to target him. So, I mean, folks, make sure you go get Adam Oh, what a Thielen. Adam Thielen. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Where is... I missed... Come on.
What happened?
I always say, come on. God, you need to get back to my comments.
Oh.
Fuck. Maybe one day, folks, I'll get a hand on this program. Maybe one day. Hey, do I draw it? Okay. So is that why you brought it up?
Yeah, because you had it up there.
I had that up. I didn't have
Yeah,
that
you
up.
did.
No, I didn't. I had Tyler up. I had this up.
No, and then you moved it. Then you switched it.
I ain't switched it. My eyes weren't looking at that. Yes, the answer is yes, absolutely.
Lord.
Yeah, Lord is right. maybe I was trying to do this. Where's my? Let's try to do this. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. And you hit the comment.
Yeah, folks, we want to make sure that we get Isaac Orendo if he's available. I don't care if you have CMC or not. If you have CMC, you must. If he's available. If you don't have CMC, Jordan Mason.
Bye-bye.
You want to be that? You want to be that guy? Try to go and get a late season potential league winner? Yeah. Yeah, go get Isaac Orendo, and there's no more holding back on fab money either, by the way. I don't know what we'd be saving it for if you need to get into the playoffs. Even if you're, look, I mean, in week 15, in week 15, do you need fab money, really? I don't think you need fab money in week 15. You better have the bench. Or considering that half of the league is not playing anymore, you just have an easier time getting the players that you want, that you need. If you happen to need a player in week 15, we're getting all of our players now, folks. Now, for week 15, 16, 17. Go get your backup defense now. Go get the Cardinals. Go get. Who else available? Are the Dolphins available? Go get the Dolphins. Go get the Vikings. Go get the Cardinals. These are backup defenses just in case we want to play a little mix and match. Go get Sincere McCormick. Sincerely, your Shepard. Sincere McCormick.
They said they're going to try to get him some more touches.
He looks good.
Yeah, he looks good.
He looks good.
I think they're going to probably get Vidal some more. At least he averaged, 5 yards a carry? Four carries for 20 yards.
Let me tell you who didn't look good.
Gus. Yeah.
Plus, they need one again. I believe it's going to be Vidal at this point.
I think so, too.
They need a running back. Somebody has to go. Someone has to get thrusted out there. I think your upside is with Kamani Vidal. The only little, not little, but potentially big discrepancy that may have cost him playing time last week is some pass protection.
Yeah.
I think that's what did him in last week. And if he can't clean that up or convince Harbaugh that that's cleaned up in practice, we're not going to see him. We're not going to see him this week either. But that does not mean that we don't want to add him.
Yeah.
Again, for the right play, there's a lot of plays that you can drop, like bad habits. Drop them. All right. Who's up?
Right here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This one, the Porter Ingram T. Which one, the Porter or Ingram?
Ingram.
Yeah.
Ingram. Who do you trust more? Mac Jones? Jared Goff.
Who's Detroit's playing Green Bay?
Which, I mean, it's not like it's not
the Port's a better play against Green Bay's defense.
It's not a home run.
No.
But I mean, at the same time, we're talking about Sam Laporta, who had a really, he had a weird stat line. Obviously, it was very weird. I don't expect that to repeat itself. The two touchdowns could very well repeat itself, but we expect more catches for more yards. That's what I expect. So, I don't trust any Jacksonville Jaguars. That includes their two running backs. That includes their wide receiver. Maybe if I had Brian Thomas Jr., maybe. Don't trust Evan Ingram. Certainly don't trust the quarterback.
No.
Certainly don't do that. Cam, Daddy, go.
Let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot of tight end questions, and I'm not surprised either.
We get tight end, Firemouth, Noah Gray, the Saints tight ends, Jasecki, Pitts, Met, or Tommy Tremble. There's another tight end I didn't say that y'all like better. Let me know.
No, those are probably all the ones that are available, Cam. Go.
If Juno Smith is available still too, then try him.
Who?
But probably
if you
go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you want to be safe, I think you could probably do Muth. I think if you really want to knock it out of the park, I think Juwan Johnson is a really nice play this week.
Yeah.
Juwan Johnson's got a nice ceiling. He's got a nice ceiling.
He's a converted wide receiver too, so he can run those routes too. He doesn't necessarily run the tight end routes.
No. That's he's got.
So it's a bad matchup for a lot of linebackers.
He has a definitely more traditional role on that team for tight end, but on the flip side, right, to your point, he's got a skill set of being able to run a good complement of routes. Yep. Absolutely, without question.
Yeah, so I'd go Juwan Johnson.
He's not going to throw a tight end pass, or you're not getting a wildcat out of him. No. But yes, he could line up in the slot. They could probably line him up out wide. They could line him up in line. Yeah, I like Juwan Johnson. If you've got some stones, I like Juwan Johnson. Noah Gray's not bad either, but I expect that to correct itself. I really do. He's a really good player. He's a fine player. And there's another tight end there.
And I do like Firemouth too.
No, Firemouth is safe. I like Firemouth.
Safe, but I think Johnson is the higher ceiling, as you said.
Cam Goat, let's go. Let us know.
Thank you.
We'll be back on Friday, guys. 8 p.m. lineup advice for this upcoming Week 14. By McKinnon. And if you're new to the channel, please like this video. If you're new to the channel, please give us a like and subscribe. Thank you very much, Goats. Cam Goat. Every time I see the OG Rams logo, it makes me smile.
I got the logo right there. I got Dickerson.
Oh man!
And then over here, I have Aikman, signed Aikman, Emmitt Smith. Over here, I got Tim Brown signed. I got a nice room, sports memorabilia room. Very nice. So I appreciate that.
She's killing me.
I know.
She's killing me right now.
I read.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that Cam Daddy Goat has made your day. Yeah, I'm happy for you. That's a hell of a background that he's got there. I've got Packers. I've got Packers on the brain. I've got Packers over here. I've got Packers over there. We've got Packers behind me. You may not even see some of those Jedis and Sith Lords. They come to life. When I make the incorrect calls. We are going to start. What about Disley Bear, Sniper Mel? That's right. It can't get any worse for the Disley Bear now, can it? You can say the same thing about Kyle Pitts. It can't get any worse for Kyle Pitts, who had a donut.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, what is it going to be 2 weeks in a row? I would start the Disley Bear against Sniper Darling. Would. While I try to dig myself out of the hole. So glad I was not able to watch the game. Yeah, well, I mean, look.
Why break your TV?
I told a story once on how I wanted to seek out retribution against an opponent, but it was a good thing that somebody stopped me because I'd be in jail. I get it. This game, you can get very, very tied to it. Very tied.
Look
who it is, man. Look who it is.
I play him this week in our Yahoo League. He's running away with it. Our boy.
So then that's more than one. That's got to be 2+ leagues now where the GOAT of GOATs is about to just like bring home the hardware. Well, it's definitely your league. That's got to be like, that's like easy level, right?
Well, no, the Yahoo League isn't my league. That's not my league. In fact, everybody that's in it, I recruited from the GOAT house, and we're pretty much dominating it.
So, of course, he's dominating it. I mean, like, look, when you're in the war room and the lab 7 days a week, damn near 18 hours a day, strategizing, figuring out how to conquer the opponent, finding the right soldiers, you're going to do well. That's what happens. Sniper, your phone's ringing.
No, that was mine.
Why? What did I do? I'm not delusional. I would play Will Disley again in that system. I'm not delusional, if that's what you're referring to. Hunter Henry, you think Hunter Henry's going to continue to do that? He's not. I promise you.
Keenan Allen or D-Hop?
It's a good question. It's close. It's close, too.
It's really close.
It's a close one this week. Let me see. Preliminary rankings. Let's see if we got some preliminary rankings just to get a temperature check. If I had to say right off the bat, I kind of am feeling Keenan Allen off the bat.
I'm feeling Keenan Allen a little bit more than D-Hop.
I kind of am, but
because he's like D-Hop is now relegated to almost the wide receiver 4 role.
This is going to be a close one. Well, I told Rhino, we spoke about this, man. Mm-hmm. We spoke about this on the show. We're going to see D-Hop really spike again. It's going to be week 20.
Yeah.
Not even week 19 when they're on a bye. It'll be week 20. That's when we'll see D-Hop play a full complement of snaps, full targeted. The regulars right now, it's shits and giggles right now for them. That's why you're not going to see Isaiah Pacheco running for 20 carries and 100 yards. You're not going to see that either.
I'd go Keenan.
Yeah, Keenan's a few spots ahead of DeAndre Hopkins right now. Yeah. Keenan returns to California. Is that a revenge? He's in the same state as he used to play.
No,
everything's a revenge. Jerry Jeudy had a huge revenge game. The Broncos like, you know what? Jerry Jeudy he's home. Let's just let him gas us for 200 plus yards. Yeah. Let's just, no problem.
Going Keenan.
Let's look at the GOAT. He wants to make history.
Yeah, I'm needing some help in that Yahoo League, brother. Needing some help right now.
that's in the worryable with a quarterback that's off, Lamar Jackson. Yeah. Is there another quarterback on waivers
Cooper Rush available?
that we could possibly grab? This is a super flex league, so it's gonna be tough here. It's gonna be tough. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You know the lab doesn't stop. The lab doesn't sleep.
Nope.
So, what are we doing about Javonte Williams, man? I mean, I don't even know if I want to keep him on the team. I'd be disgusted seeing him. He had 4 carries.
Mm-hmm.
It took him 3 out of the 4 to get into the end zone, actually, right?
Yeah.
He got into the end zone on 3rd down. So damn near took 4 downs for him to get 1 yard. And then he had another carry somewhere else. He stinks. I can't believe how bad he is.
Yeah.
And I don't normally say that about players. I don't.
Yeah.
How bad could it? It got bad for him. I'd be surprised if he's still in the league by let's call it mid next year. Like I think Denver releases him. I think another team will pick him up. They may carry him for a little bit, and then he'll wind up being on the practice squad there. If not, gone. I mean, Cam Akers has shown us more. I mean, there's so many other running backs. He can't get yards.
He can't hit the hole.
He can't. He doesn't see the hole. That's right.
Nothing. He can't. All right. So we got.
I don't know what you're saying, Sniper. I don't think Rodgers would be dynamic. Well, I mean, he's 40 years old. He's a weird bird altogether. Well, he's turned really weird over the last few years. He's not that Rodgers from your Super Bowl, and then several good seasons that followed, MVP type seasons that followed after that. He's not that Rodgers. He's 40 years old. You know, there's only really this one Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Is there another Tom Brady that we could think of that before Tom Brady? Who was it? Joe Montana, I don't want to say like frizzled off, but like it wasn't Tom Brady.
Mm-mm. All right. Let's see what he has to say.
I did one waiver for my leagues. Do you want to? You don't want our advice on it? Don't answer that. Of course you want our advice. You did one waiver for my worryable league. KJ Goat. Is it possible that Izzy can take over as RB1?
I don't think not right away because he has to learn the system.
He doesn't know the system? Damn, he's been there since May.
No, not Izzy.
Is that who he's talking? He's not
No,
talking
he's talking about the guy they picked off somebody's practice squad. Izzy.
They got the Jets running back. Izzy Abanikanda. That's
okay,
right.
Yeah, you say it.
I thought he was abbreviating Isaac.
No.
Oh shit! And it's only Tuesday.
Did you ever Twitter today?
He's not a bad running back.
No, he's not.
He's not a bad running back. He's got speed. Can he learn the system fast enough? I mean, that's not a simple offensive run scheme now, is it?
No, and I don't think he'll take over Isaac Calderondo.
No, I don't think he's.
I think the Niners have a lot of faith in him.
I don't think. I mean, look, I don't think he's going to take over at the same time. Like,
he might eat into it a little bit.
If you could just understand this offensive system, I think most running backs could get 5 yards per carry here. I really do. I really do. I really do. Let's not forget also, and I don't know for what it's worth. I could kind of draw like a connection here too, right? So the Jets did draft him. Robert Saleh did draft him. Robert Saleh he does come from the 49ers.
Yeah, he said he ran similar scheme with the Jets when he was when Matt LaFleur was the OC. So
Yep.
Nice info, man. Appreciate that info. I don't think he'll take over as RB1. Well, I mean,
they're gonna work in tandem. 60-40, 65-35.
And they might end up going who has a hot hand too. So
I'm still picking up Isaac Orendo if he's available.
Yeah.
Still gonna roll there. I think he gets the first. He's going to get the first crack at it, isn't he? Considering he's been on the field.
Oh yeah.
Did you see me shooting off some arrows before? Brandon Cooks arrows. Somebody asked us about Brandon Cooks. I think it was Derek Buck or Tyler Goat. Derek Goat. Listen, fuck Javante.
Max comment or somebody coming about on.
He's starting to curse
after Sunday show.
This dude's
comments about my Max.
This dude's cursing. Fucking and Google's gonna be like sending me like a bill in the mail, not a check, but a bill. You want to allow cursing on your show, Shepard? There you go. Fine. Here you go. Fine. Man, no, Javante's some bad news, man. Tank didn't do us very good this season now, did he? He didn't do us very well. Very disappointing too, because we were all very high on him. We were high on the fact of we were high on him for a few reasons. And it all really comes back to two. Comes back to Joe Mixon being there, and it comes back to CJ Stroud not taking the step forward, rather perhaps even taking the step back.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's Tyrone.
Yeah, go Tyrone.
If Derek Goat, if the Steelers even come close to leaving Judy as open as the Broncos did,
there's a problem. Then
it's not a problem for me.
I know. No. I think they'll see the film and go, "Oh no, we can't. We gotta have Porter on him."
I don't even think they need to see the film. They will. They could see they could just see a replay like we watch a replay. They don't even. They don't need to see that film. There was just so many gaping areas of just wide open field for Jerry Jeudy with nobody on him whatsoever. Yeah. So much broken coverage. Broken coverage left and right. Maybe give Kevin Stefanski a little bit of the credit for creating some of this. Nevertheless, the Steelers are way more disciplined than that. Way more.
A lot more disciplined.
I think we can expect Jerry Jeudy to come way back down to earth for his normal, if not below, expectation.
They just gave up. Saints just gave up 153 yards rushing.
Plus this is half PPR. Yeah. Rhino, half PPR. I'm taking Tyrone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take Tyrone. We're gonna call him. We're gonna call him together, Derek. Go. Really high last night. Well, let's concentrate on the Warrior Bowl.
That was the past. We're moving to the future here.
Shit,
the present, actually.
She did so well this season, and she's just mad. for lack of a better word, just mad of the players that were on the bench that scored really high. Would have probably taken the team into the next round, probably. And sort of look, a deep roster to start. Several tight ends to choose from. Not easy.
Yeah.
I could make other arguments, but I won't. I'll take we're gonna take the L. We're gonna take the L. We're gonna continue to play forward. Plus, we have other leagues to play forward. What's up, Forever? Go Eagles! Playing the Panthers this week. My God, can it get any easier? And then they have the Cowboys. Don't they have the Cowboys coming up?
I think Devontae Smith comes back this week too. I hope he comes back this week.
Well, they don't have Dallas Goedert this week.
I know. So if he comes back, it's going to be a good game. We know that.
Speaking of tight ends, so who the hell is the backup tight end over there?
Kanakara or something. Kanakara?
Who cares? Who cares? They have Saquon, and they have AJ, and they have the Devote, as in the Devotna goat.
Yeah. Who could drop?
Not Chuba.
Jake from State Farm? Jake.
You drop Noah Brown.
But Jake is.
You could drop.
Is that the kicker?
You could drop Noah Brown. Is the wide receiver, right?
Yeah, but if that's Jake, the field goal, Moody
says no. It's not. If I'm reading this correctly, after Noah Brown is Jake F, as in Jake Ferguson. Is my feeling. That's my feeling. If it was the field goal kicker, I think it would be a Jake M.
Okay.
I think that's Jake Ferguson.
But is Ferguson coming back? He's on IR, isn't he?
I think he's supposed to come back in one of these weeks. Nevertheless, who you dropping? I'm dropping Noah Brown. I would still keep the backup ETN.
Yeah.
Chuba, or no, Nick Chubbs. Nick Chubbs, no, I'm not going to drop Nick Chubb. No, it's Noah Brown. It's Noah Brown, dude. Go. And Darnold, no. You need your backup. You need your backup quarterback. Go get Isaac Arendo for and drop Noah Brown. What could Brown do for you? He could do nothing for you. He's off. So you're gonna do well again. If you're gonna play fantasy in spite, that's not gonna work out for you either. However, if you're gonna do it in Warriorable, I don't even think that will work out. You could probably do 3 tight ends. 3, I think. You could probably do 3 tight ends if you wanted to, because it's still tight end premium over there as well. And I don't know about some of your other wacky leagues. I don't know, Sniper. Playing 4 tight ends where I can. Never. Come on. I need to get to KJ Goat. Yeah, it is similar. Right? Just execute. only the Niners execute a hell of a lot more than the Jets could ever execute.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, again, you've got Isaac that has played this season. He's been active. He has played. We saw him have a nice, explosive long touchdown run. He's gonna get the first crack at it. Yeah, I'm sure Izzy will get onto the field, spell him, or they may work in a 60-40, 65-35.
But I will say this: temper your expectations, just because of the fact that just because you have offensive line that's hurt. I don't know. Trent Williams is coming back this week. I don't know if he's coming back. He just lost just lost his 2 freaking infant kids this week. So
I think
if he does come back, his head's not going to be on the game.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that him being inactive had more to do with that than it did any type of bullshit injury.
Because he had ankle injury before.
And so it's coincidence that, like, when it rains, it pours?
Evidently. I don't know. I'm not there.
Yeah. I was going to say temper your expectations for that, but at the same time, Abanikanda hasn't played any football this year. Barely. Very little. So that's why I think you could you could rest assured with Isaac Orendo that he'll get the majority of the snaps. I mean, the other dude he just has not played football this year. Packers going into a tough game. Yes, they are. They sure are.
It's a must-win almost for them.
You drop him, he's gonna wind up doing well this week. Watch. Donnie Goat. It's one of the bigger disappointments of the season. It really is. We had such good, solid, sound, takes on why Tank was going to take this the next step forward. Plus where we were drafting him, right? That's why it was such good value. It's because of where we were able to get him. You didn't have to spend up for him.
No.
We were able to wait on plenty of other players, and then we could get this, for lack of a better word, not a sleeper, but you were able to get better value than the other receivers that were going in the same area. But it just never came to fruition. And you know what? It still might. Let's not act as if the season is over week 16, where when it's the semifinals. For fantasy, these guys are playing another 5 games, aren't they? I mean, it's not like, would it be out of the realm of possibility that this man doesn't just like go on a heater? Now, not that likely considering the way CJ's been playing, considering that they're off this week, considering Nico Collins, how he's just being uber targeted, and considering Joe Mixon. It's the emergence of their newfound 2024 found running game. That's why this has happened. I don't think right now we weren't expecting Joe Mixon to have this season.
No.
This was the fantasy football year of the running. Yeah, the old horses like Hill were selling. Yeah, you know what? It's a great point. Market correction. We even see it on a macro level with the position. That's right. For the last few years, it's been all the wide receiver. Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Davante Adams. Yeah, and the running back was going by the wayside. It's a great point. You got the re-emergence, I should say, of Saquon, Derrick Henry, who is not aging. God bless him.
Josh Jacobs too.
He's still young. He's younger than Henry, but yes, Josh Jacobs is in the prime. He's in the wheelhouse, Josh Jacobs.
But people didn't think he's gonna have the season he's having right now either.
I did.
Well, I think too, but
because I'm the shepherd though. He has been.
Not everybody has a brilliant mind like you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, you think he's going to be a running back dead zone 2025? Yeah. I'd be curious to see what that dead zone looks like.
There's going to be some there that are going to surprise you though.
Sniper. Well, Sniper's drafting. while she's drafting Hunter Henry in the 5th round, and she's drafting. She'll draft Taysom Hill at age 36. Tanked. Oh boy! As Wallace, and he's a joke. Oh, Wallace. William Wallace? Which Wallace?
Levi Wallace. The DB for the Broncos last night.
I know. I mean, I know that we've seen games like that, but I've never seen games that way. It's just like completely broken down by like midway first quarter. Like you just knew this game was going to be out of hand, out of control.
The last time I saw a game like that was Flipper Anderson.
I mean,
he had 359 yards against the Saints.
Like we've seen teams score well in the first half, and then the other team winds up scoring and coming back and making the game close. Or we see a consistency through 4 quarters where it's like, one over the other, and like where defense makes stops and offense, stalls. This was just like this looked like Pop Warner football almost, or like a high school football game. There was just like nothing was in structure at all. It was all ad lib. It was so bizarre. I'm just watching it like, oh my God, can't get any worse. All right, go. I'll see you later. Derek, go. Husso. Sniper, you're a goat. She's still pissed. I know she is. Sniper likes to hold grudges sometimes. Sometimes. What's up, Tommy Goat? I was up by 41 points going into Monday night, and the Broncos didn't want to D-up Junior. I lost by 2. Now it's win to get in. All right, so Tommy Goat, we're gonna win to get in this week. Up by 41. Yeah. They didn't what they didn't right. We said Tommy, we said it. It's like, okay, if one particular player or if there's a series of offensive plays that takes place in a half, and then you can get to halftime, and the game is, obviously within, it's still a contest, so to speak. There's an adjustments get made.
Should be adjustments made.
There was none of that. That bare minimum, and it was way too late at that point. It was way too late for Sertan to oh yeah, fine. Now I'll cover him. At that point, it's like you shrug your shoulders. Like serious now.
He was covering him off and on during the game. Not every down. He should have been covering him every down, but he wasn't. Skip Derek's question. So I'm dropping his job for Winston for the playoffs.
If you could live with the turnovers.
Yeah.
Not that insane. If you could live with the turnovers. Who are the Texans playing in week 15? They probably have either the Titans or I want to say they have the Jaguars if they didn't play them twice already. Yeah, we could check. Excuse me. Week 15. The Dolphins in Texas. The Browns have the Chiefs that week.
Yeah.
I don't know, Derek. I don't know. Again, on one hand, you know that the Browns are, they're just going to continue to throw the ball without without a care in the world, without a care that that the ball's up for grabs, without a care in the world that he just makes careless decisions with the ball. If you could live with that, along with maybe 1 or 2 touchdowns a game and the 250 to 300 yards, I still may want both of them on the roster though, because then you've got more discipline with CJ Stroud playing the Dolphins in week 15. I would try to hold CJ. Pick up Jameis anyway. Well, you're going to need Jameis this week. So pick up Jameis. Now the $1 million question is who you're going to drop. Yeah, Derek. That would be my move. That's my move. He covered him 4 times.
Yeah. Yeah, that is just ridiculous. That makes sense.
Nope. Didn't make any sense, Rhino. Drop Cousins for Jameis.
Or Wilson.
No, Cousins.
Brian Herbert.
Cousins is in danger of getting benched.
I think he's gonna get back. I think.
Did you hear that? He's in danger of getting.
I hope. I know. I hope he gets it right though. Did you see Pennis come out and speak up for him and talking about that's pretty good on a rookie speaking up like that. But
people are going to act like they've never seen Kirk Cousins play football, but I get it. I get it. Like the Falcons brought him in there to like get them over the hump. They brought him in to like, to bring, like some more offensive firepower. And again, you're throwing to the other team like Jameis is doing. The Falcons are very much in it right now. So I don't see them doing it though. I don't see Michael Penix coming in and leading this team to a division title. I don't see that.
Because you have Herbert, you already have Herbert starting. I keep Cousins. I keep Cousins.
Well, I think Patrick may be asking because of the rumors. Well, Russell Wilson's not in any rumor of losing his job.
No.
Justin Herbert is already starting. I don't see that being a terrible, terrible move. I really don't.
Not Wilson, no.
Because what if he doesn't? What if Patrick O doesn't make the move? Again, this is like a big hypothetical. What if he doesn't do it? We find out tomorrow after waivers, someone picked up Russell Wilson and Kirk Cousins is going to get benched. Now what? Now who does he have? Now he has Aiden O'Connell to go get. I mean, that's why it's
or Cooper Rush.
I could see why. I could see why you might want to. I mean, again, you're safe with Russ. Is he throwing 3 touchdowns every game? No, but we see if Kirk Cousins is already on your bench, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I'd probably drop Javonte for Benson.
Javonte doesn't belong on your fantasy team.
Yeah, I'd drop it for Benson.
Javonte is not helping you.
Mm-mm. At all.
He's not helping you. Look at this, another revenge. That's right.
Yeah.
Everyone's in the revenge game, including snipers in the revenge game.
Yeah, against us.
Not my sniper. Lamar's on bye, so I mean, you can stick with it. Stick with Kirk Cousins. I don't think I'm gonna go with my gut instinct. I hate that word gut, but I'm gonna go with my first instinct.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Kirk Cousins is going to get benched. I don't think so. I don't think so either.
No.
Again, we've seen that tape. I've seen the Kirk Cousins tape before. He throws picks. Yeah,
But
this
then
week
then the following week he could throw
he'll throw
400
four.
yards. So.
That's correct. He'll throw 4 touchdowns this upcoming week.
And plus, he is playing against a good defense too. So, you know, Minnesota's pass defense isn't quite. She's just full of it tonight, man.
Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Just like that entire organization. Not good. None of them. I know you can, Sniper. I know you can. I know you can. I don't generally curse, by the way. That's not true.
Neither do I. If I do, then
I try not.
I hit a level.
I do. Don't get me wrong, I do, but like I try not to. Like I make some kind of concerted effort not to, but I do. I want to thank you guys for coming tonight. I do. It means everything to us. And we will be back. I'm breaking stuff. We'll be back this Friday, 8 o'clock for the Week 14 lineup advice show. Yes.
And watch for the DFS video to drop too.
Yeah, we'll do that as well. Anything else you'd like to tell our goats before we take off?
Nah, man, just be good humans. Have a blessed rest of the week, man.
Bye, Sniper.